What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to do a quick review of the Philips Sonicare 9900 Prestige and rechargeable electric toothbrush. In this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this toothbrush, including one thing that you should know before buying. So guys, I've spent the last probably about week and a half, 2 weeks looking at different toothbrushes, and I've been looking at this one in particular and testing different ones, but this one is kind of over the top ridiculous, but in a very, very good way. It has a lot of cool technology that's like, is it overkill? Oh my God, do we really need it? Honestly, my teeth feel really, really clean after I use this. I'll explain why in a second. But yeah, it's a super cool brush, a lot of cool features, and an app that is pretty much insane. So let me go ahead and show you more about that. So before I jump into the app and everything, let's talk about what this comes with. So comes with the toothbrush itself, right? Comes with the cover for the toothbrush, comes with the toothbrush head, comes with this, this is like a travel case, right? When you're looking to go somewhere with it, you can see obviously you can fit the toothbrush and the head of the toothbrush in there. That actually, I haven't used that yet or had a need to, but this actually will plug into the back here. So this is also a charger, which is nice, right? You could take this traveling, the whole thing, and just easily charge it, which is cool. This is the actual charging box. This is, usually what I've been using. So this plugs into the charger box here, and this is where you place the toothbrush to charge it. Most standard toothbrushes, right? Nothing crazy there. It actually has a thing below it. So you could set it on here, but I like to use this because it makes sure that the toothpaste goop, if you will, doesn't get on that nice looking plate. Now, the toothbrush head itself, you guys, super comfortable. Using it actually, like, kind of weird thing, it actually tickles a lot while using this. I think that's a good thing. It's like this crazy vibration. Again, I'll show you in a second here, turning it on and even test it in some water with some soap and stuff. But really, really cool the way that it works. Looks a little bit weird color. This is the color it comes with, right? This isn't like old or anything. And it, basically this is the color it comes with, but super comfortable, long bristles, really, really comfortable to use. All right, so in terms of using the brush, so basically you press this, that's just the on off. Then you have the SenseIQ here, right? That's just basically the strength of the brush. And there's a lot of technology. I'll talk about that in a second here, but basically this is on low, medium, and high, right? So when we take this, and I just have a little, thing of water here. I'm going to put it on high. You can see how crazy that is, right? It actually will create foam. And then there's low, doesn't create as much foam, but creates some. And then there is medium. So yeah, guys, this thing is like obscenely powerful. Honestly, it really, really is. It's really, really cool. So as you can see, guys, it does create a lot of bubbles. You can see I wasn't in there for very long, a couple seconds on each mode. So it really does have like this crazy vibration, but this is where it gets cool too. And I'll show you the app here in a second, but this is pretty neat. So when you turn this on, if you're using it and you're one of those people that presses down on your teeth too hard, which apparently I didn't know, or you're moving around too much, if you press right here, you're gonna notice, watch right here, there's gonna be a light, watch. Well, it's hard for me to do it with one hand. Let me show you with just my hand here. So you see that? That's the toothbrush telling me, hey, stupid, you're pressing too hard, right? So, and the app all correlates to this. So let me go ahead and show you the app here. All right, so this is easily the best part about this this entire thing here is the app, right? So that is the toothbrush there. Tells you you're doing great, you know, how many times you've brushed, etc. It has smart reorders, which is kind of cool, but I feel like it's just a way for them to always get money out of you. If you set this up, it'll automatically send you the new brush heads whenever you need it, which is, I mean, it is nice, right? It is nice to have that. Tips, etc. So that's just kind of the general stuff, right? But let's get into here. So this is where it gets really, really neat. This shows you your brushing history, what you're covering, what you're not covering. My last brush, I did 10 out of 10 on each of these. On the, what is this? This is the bottom right. Apparently, I only got a 5 out of 10, meaning that I was moving the brush around too quick or, just scrubbing too hard, etc. And also, I'll show you in a second how the actual brush works. But it tells you how many times you've brushed per day. It can send reminders, push notifications to you as reminders. I just showed you it in the water there. This is what this is. It actually times your total brush. And let me tell you, you're supposed to brush for 2 minutes. I don't know that I've ever brushed 2 minutes in my life until this thing. So it's really, really cool. Tells you how much pressure, if you're putting too much pressure, not enough pressure. I apparently am good with the pressure. Basically, you guys, you're supposed to kind of just, with this one, you probably kind of just set it in your mouth and guide it a little bit. It does a lot of the work. And then, this talks about scrubbing as well. And then it also tells you how many sessions left before you're going to need a new brush head, which is pretty neat overall. Okay, so I'm showing you here. Right now, if I was actually brushing, it knows, and it's not in my mouth, it's right here, I'm holding it. So basically you can see how this works, right? I'm gonna have to use the toothbrush to kind of point it out. It's telling me right now, go to the top left. Now it's saying, hey, go to the middle top, right? And it does that for that many seconds. And then the top right, and then it switches to the bottom right, and then the bottom middle, bottom left. It is crazy. It is guided brushing. It tells you while you're doing it. So we'll see here. I'll press 2. See? It's saying, hey, reduce pressure. If I move it too much, use less motion, right? It basically is understanding your brushing habits. And this is like the coolest technology I've ever seen for a toothbrush by far. If you try to end early, don't give up. Start your brush to continue. So if you turn off your brush, it detects that you turned off your brush and it says, no, don't give up yet. You still need to finish your brushing. Then it gives you the coverage, the full result, and it tells you overall, hey, this is how you did, right? So the highlighted areas, you need to brush more, right? It just thought that I did the inside of my mouth there, and it actually will detect by your hand movement while you're holding the brush where you're brushing in your mouth. It's crazy, crazy technology. And then also it tells you about your scrubbing. If you're scrubbing too much, remember how I put the pressure in the scrubbing? It basically noticed that, right? Pressure it didn't, but on scrubbing it noticed that I was scrubbing too much on there. So it's just like this crazy technology that actually optimizes your brushing, which is just pretty cool. And I know you're probably thinking like, okay, well, do I have to sync this up all the time? Basically, it's good to have it in your hand, your phone in your hand while you're doing your brushing, which frankly, let's be honest, most of us probably do anyway. It is good to do that because the guided brushing actually helps you along. But if you forget to hold your phone a few times, as long as the Bluetooth is on, it will sync and will continue to sync. And it can hold up to, months of data here, right? It can continue to hold data, how often you're brushing, the average time that you're brushing, the ideal pressure, scrubbing, etc. So I don't know of cooler technology than this for a brush, but this is pretty awesome. Now, it's worth noting that this doesn't have my full history on here. It's actually, this is my old broken iPhone, but I wanted to put the app onto here so you guys could take a look at it. So this isn't all my history, but it's like gamifying it. It's in a weird way encouraging to make you brush. And I know that sounds silly, but it actually really does a good job and is a really, really cool app to make sure that you're developing good brush habits. And guys, in terms of how long this actually stays charged, right? So to charge it up, I don't know exactly how long that is because usually I'll just set it on the charger, but I believe it's about 2 hours or so to get this fully charged up, which doesn't take very long. When this is charged up fully, I've been able to use it for basically about an entire month. So it doesn't you don't need to place on the charger every day or anything like that. It's something that you charge and then you can just basically use it over and over and over for about a month. I don't want to say a full month exactly, but you could use it for about a month and it shouldn't have an issue. That all said, guys, this brush is awesome. I have never seen anything this cool. The technology is kind of overkill, right? I think it's pretty impressive, but it's is it really needed? I think to develop good brushing habits, especially for me who has cavities, really, really good thing. And it really does an amazing job. And your gums and your teeth actually feel really good afterwards. Now, there is one downside to this that I do want to mention. The one thing that annoyed me about this, this is not a cheap toothbrush. It's a very nice toothbrush, a lot of technology, etc. It only comes with one brush head. And I thought, you could probably have given us another brush head or two. That was one thing. I was like, come on, guys, with all the money that you're spending, et cetera. But you can get obviously more brush heads and continue to order them, but that's just one thing to know. It only comes with one brush head, which I wish it had more. But other than that, you guys, this is it's kind of mind-boggling. I got to be honest. This toothbrush is like the creme de la creme, top tier toothbrush. Really, really cool technology. Really, really like it so far. Really enjoy using it. And yeah, if you're considering getting this and you're like, well, is it really worth it? I honestly think it is. And if you think, oh, I probably won't use the app, you will, because once you get in the habit of doing it, it really, really sticks with you. So definitely recommend this if you're considering it, and hope that this review is helpful.